Hello students, again welcome you in our YouTube channel Alpha Classes. So today I will discuss with you a distinction between crystalline solids. In previous video lecture we discussed crystalline solids, molecular solids, covalent solids, metallic solids, and fourth one is ionic solids. So we have been discuss previous videos. Today we will discuss how to differentiate those crystalline solids. So we have a flow chart. With the help of flow chart we understand differentiate we understand differentiate between solids, that is crystalline solids. So without time wasting let's get started. So this is flow chart of crystalline solids. So these are the main differentiate points. With the help of these points we differentiate these types of solids. Types of solids here and constituent particles we differentiate on the basis of constituent particles. Further we differentiate by the help of attractive forces, that is bonding between constituent particles. Further we differentiate in solids physical nature, further electrical conductivity and their melting point. We discuss their melting point and how is different with melting point. And last one we discuss examples their solids. So one by one we discuss with you. So first crystalline solid is molecular solids. Molecular solids, their constituent particles are in the form of molecules, and there are three types of molecular solids. First is non-polar molecular solids, second one polar molecular solids, and third one is hydrogen bonded molecular solids. So first of all we discuss non-polar molecular solids. So in non-polar molecular solids, their constituent particle is also molecules, and their attractive forces is dispersion forces. In polar molecules, a force of attraction between constituent particles is dispersion, or we can say London forces. So these forces apply with constituent particle in non-polar molecular solids. And physical nature of non-polar molecular solids, so these solids are soft. And we talk about electrical conductivity in non-polar molecular solids. So they are not a good conductor, they are an insulator. And further we talk about melting point. So melting point is very low because attraction force of between constituent particle is very less strong. So this force is more strong, these forces weak forces, so that's why their melting point is very low. Depend on the attractive forces, so that's why their melting point is very low. Further example, if we talk about example, so example is iodine and hydrogen. These are not in the gaseous state, these are the solid form. And further we talk about in molecular solids. So there next one is polar molecular solids. So polar molecular solids, their constituent particles also molecules, and between constituent particles force applied dipole interaction. Because dipole means, if we talk about if we take out example is HCl. So if we HCl, so H is partially positive and Cl is partial negative. So in this case dipole is formed. So in this situation, force of attraction is dipole interaction. If we if two atoms attached bind with each other and their electronegativity difference is exists, so dipole interaction create. If we talk about physical nature, they are also soft. If we talk about electrical conductivity, they are also insulators. Further we talk about melting point. Their melting point also low, but not very low, because here polarization exists here, but in this case polarization is not exist, because their polarity is near about approx 0. And we have example is HCl. This also solid, this also in form of solid. If we talk about hydrogen bonded molecular solids, so this is the third type of molecular solids in our series. And hydrogen bonded solids, their constituent particles also molecules and if we talk about attractive forces between hydrogen bonded molecular solids, so attractive force is hydrogen bonding. If suppose we have a example water, so hydrogen bonding between hydrogen and another electronegative atom. Suppose here oxygen is more electronegative and hydrogen is less electronegative. So when hydrogen connect with oxygen, so hydrogen bond form. In hydrogen bonded molecular solids, force of attraction between hydrogen and electronegative atom such as oxygen, fluorine, etc. And if we talk about physical nature, in hydrogen bonded molecular solids, so they are hard. And if we talk about electrical conductivity, so they are also insulator. If we conclude, so molecular solids, all type of molecular solids, they are all insulators. If we talk about melting point is low. And example, if we talk about example is H2O. H2O is not in a liquid state or not gaseous state. If we talk about solid, so this is the solid form. And we all know that water in solid form, that is ice. We talk about ice. Second type of crystalline solids, so ionic solids. If we talk about ionic solids, so their constituent particle is ions, positive charged species and negative charged species. So constituent particle is the nature of constituent particle is ions. If we talk about attractive forces between ions, so attractive force is Coulombic, or we can say electrostatic force. and they are, if we talk about physical nature, they are hard but brittle. If we apply any load or force, if we hammering on that type of molecules, that type of ionic solids, so they break it easily. So that's why these they are brittle, hard and brittle. If we talk about electrical conductivity in ionic solids, so electrical conductivity, if we talk about electrical conductivity in ionic solids, so they are insulator. They are insulator in solid state. If we have ionic solid in solid state, so they are not conductor, they are insulator. But these solids, but these solids are in the form of liquid or molten state, so they convert, they conduct electricity, they conduct easily electricity. But in solid form they are insulator, and liquid state or molten state they are electrical conductivity, they are show electrical conductivity. And if we talk about melting point, so melting point is high. Melting point is high because force of attraction between ions is more strong, is most strong, strongest force between ions, so that's why melting point is very high. So for example, NaCl or MgO, magnesium oxide and sodium chloride. So further, next solid is metallic solid. Metallic solid, so those solids in which constituent particle is in the form of positive ions. Positive ions also known as kernels. Positive ions also known as kernels. And positive ion in C of delocalized electrons. If we let us see figure, we have a positive charge and in remaining space we have electrons. So these electrons is this space is a C of delocalized. Delocalized means no specific direction of electrons. If we join with a circuit and pass the current, so these electrons move in specific direction. So this is the delocalized electron. If we does not connect with any circuit, so this is the delocalized electrons. And we talk about attractive forces between positive ions and C of delocalized electrons. So this is the metallic bonding. Attractive forces if we see in metallic solids, so attractive forces metallic bonding. If we talk about physical nature of metallic solids, so physical nature, so they are hard but not brittle, but this is the malleable and ductile. Malleable means malleability. If we strike by hammering on this type of solids, so they convert into thin sheet. So this property is called malleability. And ductility, they are also ductile. Metallic solids also ductile. Ductile means if we strike on them by the hammering and they convert into wires, drawn into wires इससे make किया सकते हैं. If we talk about electrical conductivity, they are also conductors in molten state or in solid state. They are both both situation they are conductors, good conductor. We also write good conductors. And melting point high, we can say that high. And for example, all metals, mostly all metals are conductors. Example, ferrous, copper, silver are the example of metallic solids. And last one we talk about covalent and network solids. So their constituent particles are atoms. And what type of force apply between atoms? So covalent bonding. Covalent bonding, when electrons shared, when sharing of electron in these types of solid, so force of attraction create this type of force of attraction, covalent bonding. So if we talk about physical nature, so they are hard and soft. Some case they are hard and exception case they are soft. If we talk about diamond, so diamond is a hard. Diamond has a hard. Diamond is hard. And if we talk about graphite, physical nature of graphite is soft. So that's why hard and soft. A soft exception case, and this is hard and general case. So if we talk about electrical conductivity, so most of the covalent solid are insulator, but in exception case graphite is a conductor, but this is also covalent solid, but they are not a insulator, they are conductor due to its structure. And further we talk about melting point. So their melting point is very high, because very high means their melting point is very high. Compare them metallic solids, ionic solid. So their melting point is very high because they possess covalent bond. And for example, if we talk about example of covalent solid, so diamond and graphite is most popular example of covalent solid. Diamond does not show electrical conductivity, but graphite show electrical conductivity. So ये आपका जो टॉपिक था हमारा फिनिश होता है। तो अगले वीडियो लेक्चर में इसमें कोई भी आपको क्वेरी हो वो आप कमेंट बॉक्स में मुझसे शेयर कर सकते हो। और बाकी का जो अगला नेक्स्ट टॉपिक है, आई थिंक इंटेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन हम सॉल्व कराएंगे इसके जो भी क्वेश्चन है। तो इस चैनल को देखते रहिए और बने रहिए हमारे चैनल के साथ। सो थैंक यू वेरी मच।